Hey guys, welcome back to another very interesting video of our channel Versatile Knowledge, and today we have bought the Realme X3's Gcam video for you guys, and we have been testing the Gcam on the Realme X3 for quite some time now. And this Realme X3 is with us for over the last 2 months, and we have used it day in and day out as our daily driver. And only disappointment that I have after these many days is with the cameras of the Realme X3. The phone is decent in all the areas, and we have Gcam as a savior for bad cameras on any smartphone, right? But in this case, does the Gcam help to revive the Realme X3's bad camera performance is what we are going to find out in this video. Let me tell you a few important things before the installation of Gcam on the Realme X3 device. One important thing is that I have installed a lot of Gcam APKs on the Realme X3 device, which is made for the Realme X3, which is made for the Realme X3 Super Zoom, and also this phone supports the Gcam that is made for the Realme X2 Pro smartphones also. And these many Gcams, at least 10 to 12 Gcams I have installed, and also have downloaded and set up the configuration files for all of them. But the one that I'll be showing in this video is the best possible Gcam that is available for the Realme X3 smartphone. To start this process, what we have to do is we have to actually go to the browser right away. Just you have to type Realme X3 Gcam. Here we are concerned about the XDA developers forum, because XDA developers is the place where we will get the Gcams for all the devices, which is made and uploaded directly by the developers. And one important thing is, before starting with the download process, we have to actually note that we need two important files. One is the Gcam itself, and the second is the configuration file, that is the .xml file for the Gcam, to just make sure we get the best settings available right out of the Gcam that is available for us. This is the best Gcam for Realme X3 Super Zoom is what has been written, and the best Gcam for Realme X3 and Realme X3 Super Zoom, the link is directly available over here. And this particular link or this download link I will be giving in the description. You don't have to do all this process for yourself. Urnix Gcam port over here, and the latest port that we will be downloading in this particular video is the Gcam that has been uploaded by Urnix on 27 July 2020. If you keep visiting this link in couple of weeks time, actually the updated Gcams will be uploaded by this developer right in this particular location. Just click on this link and Google Chrome will give this prompt saying that do you want to download this Gcam, and just click on download, and the Gcam will be successfully downloaded onto your mobile phone. So once the Gcam APK has been successfully downloaded onto our phone, what we have to do is we have to actually download the configuration file for the Gcam, right? Please do not visit this first website, that is Realme's official website, but instead I'm going with this website techburner.in. Yes, this is the same website of Techburner's YouTube channel, and just click on that techburner.in link, and once we go ahead and open this link, we will just scroll down, and once you scroll down to that article, you will actually find the download Gcam 7.3 APK for Realme X3 written. So since this is a Realme X3 and not the Super Zoom, just click on this one, and this particular website will be opened over here. I'll just scroll down over here to just download the configuration files, guys, and here is what we have, the drop down menu. So in this drop down menu items, we can actually download the APK, we can actually download the configuration file XML. So here is the configuration file XML, which says Urnix 5.7.3.xml. so just click on that, and you can click on download, and you can get that prompt that you want to download the XML file. Now since I have downloaded, it is asking download again, and just click on download, and this XML file will be successfully downloaded onto your smartphone. So now that we have both the XML file and also the APK file, the only part remaining is to just set up both of these files and start shooting photos on the Gcam. To do that, we need a file manager. In this case, I'm using the Realme's default file manager that has been provided outside the box, and you can use any file manager that is present on your device of your choice. And once we go to the file manager, we have to just create one important main folder and one important subfolder. So the process is now very simple. Just go to your phone storage, and here you have to just create the folder named Gcam. So this is the folder that I have actually created called Gcam. So once you create the Gcam folder, you have to again create another folder called configs7. In the root directory of your smartphone, you have to create a folder named Gcam. This is the Gcam folder that I have created over here, as you can see, and inside the Gcam folder we have to create another folder called configs7, and inside that, as you can see, another folder has been created called the configs7. Now download will be present, right? In the downloads you can find the XML file, right? So just long press on the XML file, and there will be option to copy or move the XML file to the Gcam folder. So just move the XML file and go to the Gcam folder and go to the configs folder and just click on move to here. You can just move that particular XML file to that particular location. As you can see, inside the configs folder I have the XML file. So configuration files is that particular XML file. It is just a normal text based XML file which contains all the settings which can be loaded to your Gcam APK. So the only process now left is to install the Gcam on our smartphone. Just click on install Gcam and install. So this Gcam will be successfully installed on our smartphone over here. Gcam has been successfully installed on our smartphone APK file. Now just open the Gcam, give all these permissions to the Gcam. Allow only while using the app. I don't want to use the location access, yes. Record audio, yes. Super. Okay, now we have the Gcam has been successfully installed. So now what we have to do is we have to load the configuration files, right? So to load the configuration files, what you have to do is, this is the particular black area, right? Just double click on this black area, and as you can see, it shows choose config file. If you have made the folder and the naming of the folder properly in the way that I have shown in this video, this configuration file will automatically get selected, and you have to just click on restore and the Gcam will be restarted. Just see this. So now we have successfully loaded the configuration files onto our Gcam application. That means the best settings has been ported perfectly to our Gcam 7.3 on the Realme X3 smartphone. So now, even after porting the Gcam, we have a few settings that we have to be making to make sure that we get the best photographs on our Realme X3 smartphone. So that is, just scroll down, and I generally do not prefer to use this motion blur. Just turn off the motion blur and just go to the settings of Gcam. There are a few options that is present. First, to start with, social share. I don't want to enable social share, so that's why I am just turning off the social share option. And we have the gestures, let it be like that only, and go to the grid type and select 3x3 grid type. So it helps you to actually align your photographs properly. Now we have selected grid type, and now we will select the camera full resolution and use a third-party gallery. Yes, so default Gcam actually uses the Google Photos as its gallery. In case you don't want to use Google Photos as your gallery, you can just select this and make sure the Google camera photos that you take will be saved in your default gallery, in your just normal phone's gallery. Just click on this, and I've turned on ultra high resolution, turn on video stabilization, turn on, and optical video stabilization, turn on, and all the other things, let it be as it is, guys. Now let's go ahead and go to this advanced options. So this is the advanced options over here, and here we have a couple of things that we have to be making. So just go to library patcher and enable this. So here another important thing that I have wanted to show you guys is, so if you go to auxiliary camera and you select on show buttons or enable any of these buttons, app actually crashes. Both the telephoto mode and the ultra wide angle mode is currently not working in this particular port of Gcam. So just let me show you by turning on both the options, guys. Even if I click any one of the options, the app actually crashes and I actually need to restart the particular application. As you can see, I'm just trying to switch to the telephoto mode. See, the app actually crashes and you cannot open the app anytime again. So you have to go to app info and go to the phone storage, clear data, and again load the application completely from first. So that is why I prefer not to use the telephoto and the ultra wide angle camera options that is present in the auxiliary settings. So just never turn on those auxiliary settings. These two, just keep it switched off. And also another option that I told is about the library patcher, where it helps you to actually increase the quality of photographs. I just told you to just enable this, right? But there are also options to enable tone curve, where you can do the settings as per your preferences. So I've also taken the back camera and I've also increased the sharpness for the photographs that we take from the rear camera. Only thing that is a problem with Realme X3's camera is, irrespective of the cameras that we used, first sensor, that is a 64 megapixel one, or the ultra wide angle lens, or the telephoto lens, or the macro camera, or even the front camera, irrespective of the app that I am using, the normal camera application or the Google camera application, it takes actually softer photographs. Even with the selfie camera, there are a lot of options like selfie elimination, and there is an option called natural face retouching, which generally I keep it to off. Google auto white balance, which I keep it to auto. Now that said guys, we have set up the Google camera perfectly on our Realme X3 smartphone, and we can go ahead and start taking the photographs. So guys, I've been using the Gcam on my smartphone Realme X3 for quite some time now, and I've taken a lot of photographs with the Gcam 7.3 on the Realme X3. But one thing that I actually felt with even Gcam being used is that the photographs quality, or the quality that it actually enhances, is not like a day and night difference. This is the photo that I've actually taken on my normal camera, which actually makes everything white. As you can see, the background wall, my face, the sofa, everything actually looks like something has been painted. But the same photo I took on the Gcam, and as you can see, the natural skin tone, the natural color of the wall, natural color of the sofa, the beard, shirt color, everything actually looks natural. So the colors are actually on point on Gcam. Despite of the fact that I installed the Gcam on the Realme X3 smartphone, the results that I got was not something extraordinary or overwhelming. The results that I got from the normal camera and the results that I got from the Gcam was having somewhat around 30 to 40% of difference. That's it. And overall, the colors were improved. The colors looked natural and not washed out. The skin tones looked really balanced in the Gcam versus the normal camera. When we are taking photographs, the Gcam actually does not support the telephoto mode and the ultra wide angle mode right now. But the zoom that is present in the viewfinder actually helped me to take a lot of good quality photographs, which was as good as the photographs that was taken from the telephoto mode of the normal camera application. And one thing to be noted here is also on the front camera, the secondary front camera, that is the ultra wide angle camera, is not supported on the Gcam, and none of the other cameras like the depth sensor or the macro camera is supported on the Gcam on the Realme X3 smartphone. And this is what I have found out in my 3 days of using Gcam on the Realme X3 smartphone. One important thing that is very cool with this smartphone is that it can support the Gcams that has been made for the Realme X2 Pro smartphone as well. So I'll be actually giving the links for the Gcam that has been made for the Realme X2 Pro smartphone as well, along with the configuration files of the Realme X2 Pro smartphone as well, so that you guys can add those APKs to your smartphone and also use those XML files on your X3 smartphone and try out a lot of things before taking some great photographs on the Realme X3 smartphone. The white balance are very good. The detail levels are still not actually satisfactory for me. It is still soft overall. The night side actually is not that great when compared to the tripod mode in the night condition that is present on the default camera application. So I have done a dedicated video review for the camera of the Realme X3, where I have shown few samples of the tripod mode for the Realme X3, which is very good, and it is better than the night sight that is actually found on the Gcam for the Realme X3. So all in all, these were the camera samples for the Realme X3 smartphone. So guys, that was it for the Gcam 7.3 on the Realme X3 smartphone. So if you guys have liked this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting content ahead. Thank you for watching guys.